Buddy, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Corvette Weekly with Vet Syndicate, which is all three of our YouTube channels together, and we bring you Corvette news and stuff. So, how you guys doing out there? I see a lot of the names in the chat here. What's that?
Point at Jason.
Why?
I don't know. I can point at you.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, and
But what if
stuff.
I'm not upside down again?
So, guys, we already have one entry for the giveaway tonight. Thanks to Thaniel, which is pretty cool. We have a really cool giveaway happening tonight. We're going to talk about it in 1 second. You guys have been asking for it, and because you asked for it, we got it. So, yeah, stay tuned. We're going to talk about it in a second, but I do want to mention the fact that I got to do a drive and dine yesterday, and I got to finally meet Glass City Nerd. He's in here, I believe.
Yes, and Jamie.
Yeah, so I got to meet Jamie. It was very interesting. It was an awesome drive. It was an awesome time. I'm sure I speak for both of us, me and Jamie, whenever I say everything was awesome except for how expensive the food was. It was insanely expensive, and I'm sure his had to be the same because he had his son with him. And for his son to eat that expensively, that would be something else. Larry Anthony's in the house. What do you say? Hey, Justin. Hey, Steve. Yo, Jason. And Amber. What's up, Larry? Thanks for tuning in. All right, guys. So we have a cool giveaway tonight. We have some interesting news tonight. And I wanted to tell all of you guys that as of Friday, this past Friday, my car is officially built. So my Z06 officially exists as of Friday. And Jason, you're going to want to probably jump out and come back in. I do not get why it does that. I have no idea. But yeah, guys, I am officially a Z06 dad, we'll say. I'm not an owner yet, but I will be as soon as I sign the papers, which will that should be happening within a week or two. So the Z06 will be on the channel here very, very soon. Let's see. Yeah, Glass City, I'm sure he didn't mind, but you did. I know you did because I know I did. That was a little rough. I was not expecting that.
Glad I didn't pick that one up.
Yeah, right. Let's see. Congratulations. Thank you, Luke. Paul says yes. Hey, Justin, I bought a Pro Clip for my 21 Tundra TRD Pro. What a solid unit, and such an easy install. Thanks for the discount code. Hey, you're very welcome, Jet Driver. I appreciate you guys supporting the channel, and even though you get a discount off of that, it looks good on me because ProClip is obviously sponsoring my channel in hopes that you guys buy this stuff. So when you do buy, even though you are saving money, which is awesome, you are helping the channel. So if you guys do want a ProClip, please make sure you're clicking that link in the description down below to get one for yourselves, because you will save 10%. Matt Hurley says, congratulations, Justin. Thank you, Matt. I appreciate it. I am super pumped for this car, and it's weird because it almost doesn't feel real yet, and it probably won't until I actually am sitting in the driver's seat. But we'll see. I just wanted to let you guys know it is built. It is coming very soon. I already have a list of mods. I literally have three mods sitting in my basement for the car. So already got 3 things ready to go, and 2 more things probably going to happen the week of picking it up, which is really, really cool. Tyler said he got his Pro Clip as well for the C5. I remember you telling me that. That's awesome.
Shorter wants to know if it was a May allocation.
It was a May allocation, Wyatt, yes. I believe it was mid-May because I remember it was May 16th, I believe, because they gave me my target production week was June 16th, which was almost obviously exactly a month after I got the allocation. Paul says, Justin, you paid more than your dues. You really deserve this. I appreciate that, Paul. I have tried. I mean, I would say that for the most part, all 3 of us here are pretty big supporters of the Corvette brand in general. But I mean, it's just it really is. It's something else. BPR06 says, let's guess your VIN between 3130 and 3164. It's actually 3229, I believe. I'm gonna have to look that up real quick here, but I believe that's what it was. I already have it written down because yeah, it is 32.29. So 32.29 puts me towards the end because apparently this is something we're going to talk a little bit more about here in a second. June was the last allocation for 23s. So if you want a 23 Z06, a 23 C8 Stingray, whatever it was, this was the last allocation round for it. The next one will be 24s. So Kerry Glock, that is one of them. The car will definitely be getting PPF'd, ceramic coated, window tint, all the good stuff.
My car's going in for repair tomorrow for PPF.
Uh-oh, what happened?
A rock hit it, and it protected it.
Yeah.
So right on the hood, right center of the hood. And I don't drive it that much either, so.
That's true. You really don't. You just so happen to get lucky.
Every time I go to Corvette World, I get hit with something. I don't know what it is.
So Ralph Cruz says, wow, I thought you guys started at 7:30 a.m. I've been waiting for 12 hours. Oh, man. If that's actually true, that is some serious dedication, Ralph. Thank you. Thaniel says, Justin, I almost consider you a Vette brand ambassador. Chevy should definitely be sponsoring a Z06 to you. It's funny because of how many people think that and have said that on the live videos. And I have to tell everybody that says that we do not get anything for free. I wish we did. I mean, I'll be honest with you. What you're saying, I wish that was true. I really do. Because my opinion of the car doesn't change, whether it's free or I pay for it. I will give you the truth 100% all the way. If I have a problem with the car, you're going to know it. If I don't have any issues with the car, you're going to know it. So I try to share the ownership experience as much as I possibly can, and that includes detailing, oil changes, everything you would do while owning a car like that. So that's for better or for worse, basically. But yeah, if any of you guys out there have a reach to GM, feel free to reach out to them and say, hey, we think Horsepower Obsessed should get a free Z06. Yeah,
Hey,
LT4 powered.
I love it. Thinking about it. If you ordered a pink shirt, they're going out tomorrow because here it is. Boom.
Yep. We had a question about that already. The pink shirts will be shipping out this week. The red, white, and blue shirts will be shipping out early next week. That's good.
You got to read LT4s, man. That's the best one I've read yet.
LT4 says, for Steve's sake, at least it was a rock and not water. And then Jet Driver just said, I want to know how his car got a rock while it's in the garage.
Jason comes over there.
Yeah, somebody threw it at it.
Yeah.
All right, so Steve Robertson, General Lee, you guys are all kind of talking about what our giveaway today is going to be. Man, this box is big. Ugh. Here it is.
It's upside down.
It's upside down.
It's Jason.
Here it is.
Upside down.
Yeah.
We got them. You guys have been asking for them. We got them. The scrape armor radiator grill guards for the C8 Z06. This is the giveaway for tonight. Now, this giveaway is very, very expensive. Steve, you want to tell them how much you paid for these things?
Well, almost 800 with tax. And Justin didn't know about it because I paid for it and shipped it to Justin. So there's a caveat with this. You know how hard it is to get this thing? So if you want to enter tonight, it's $100 is going to be the bonus. So for every $100, you're going to get double the entry points. So you're going to get 20 entry points for this thing. And what are you giving, Justin?
A t-shirt. So if you guys do $100 donations, you'll get entered 20 times.
Venmo.
Yes, this is only for Venmo. 20 times you'll be entered, and you'll get a free HPO shirt in the mail. So you're guaranteed the shirt. And if we hit $1,000 donated tonight, we'll give the radiator grill guards away. If we don't, we'll give them away next Monday. Basically, we need to make a good bit of money on these because we have $800 in them. So if we make $1,000, we're only really making $200. So
I've been waiting. If you got a Z06, you need this.
yeah,
And good luck trying to find it. Because
Exactly.
it was hard.
yeah, these things, they don't come in stock very often as of now, and you really can't get them. But BPM Motorsport channel says, congratulations, man, just dropping by and give some support. So he's going to get entered once to win the radiator grill guards as well. Thank you,
All right.
BPM.
BPM got it.
So, guys, any of you out there who need the radiator grill guards, you should definitely consider this one because, like I said, they are almost impossible to get. And, yeah, Venmo's the big word here is definitely Venmo for these ones because Super Chat takes so much of the percentage that
YouTube
it's
did
gonna-
pay for it.
I think you got a Venmo from Matt Hurley already.
Matt Hurley, let's take a gander.
So did Willer O'Hara put one in first?
All right, so
So did Wheeler.
yep, let me pull this up real quick here. It is raining really hard here, guys, just so you know. So
And the dog may bark.
yeah, he's definitely going to bark if it starts thundering, but I'm more worried about losing power, so hopefully that doesn't happen.
Oh, dude, how bad
Yeah.
would that suck?
That would definitely suck, so knock on wood. But
Wyatt's looking for the Venmo name. It's at the top, isn't it?
yes, Venmo link is pinned at the top.
Wyatt wants to know the Venmo
Yeah.
information.
I could post it in there again, I think. Let's see if I still have it. I probably don't. Okay, so Matt Hurley donates $200.
Got it. That's 40
So-
entries.
Thank you, Matt.
He'll get a shirt and 40 entries.
Does he have them on his car now? I assume not, right?
2020 Matrix Day.
That's a good question. Matt Hurley, do you have the radiator grill guards on your car already? And yeah, 2020 Matrix 8 donates $100. I know he's a super excited guy today. We're not going to say why, but he's pretty excited. So he gets a free shirt and 20 entries as well. He does not have them. Matt Hurley does not have them.
them.
We have discovered something that Matt Hurley doesn't have.
Yeah, exactly.
Holy crap. What is today? June 26th. We got to mark this on the calendar. I'm just kidding. That's awesome. Thanks, Matt. All right, so we got two entries already. That's pretty cool, guys. Thank you for the support. Like I said, as long as we hit 1,000, we will be giving these away tonight, so somebody will win these things.
If not, next weekend.
If not, we're going to give them away next Monday, yeah.
Just wait
So
till
we
Dr.
got-
Corvette comes in.
He needs
Dr.
like 11
Corvette,
pairs.
he told me, I talked to him earlier today. He told me he's going to be on.
Nice. How many Z's does he have? Like 6?
He had 4 last time I talked to him.
Yeah.
2 more on the way.
Jerome, yes, I am in PA. I'm about half an hour outside of Pittsburgh. Ooh. See, I really wish I could have done a National Corvette Museum delivery, but there was a delay, and it was significant as to when it would arrive at the dealership versus when it would arrive at the museum. And I wanted to get this car ASAP. But Lewis just said he saw his car on the National Corvette Museum delivery camera 3, taking delivery in the morning at 8:30.
Nice.
Delivery camera 3. Let's see if we can pull it up real quick. I think that'd be pretty cool, right, guys?
Oh, yeah.
National Corvette Museum camera 3. So we get to see another person's car that they're about to take delivery of.
Awesome.
Look at that. So let's see. Is that right? Is it an Amplify Orange? Lewis? And his username says Z06, though. That's not a Z06.
No, I think Lewis, and I could be completely wrong because I'm horrible with names, but I thought he said his was just going to be is a Stingray.
When I ordered my 2020
Oh, okay.
C8.
This is a Stingray.
Yes, because I made that same mistake. I thought that's yeah.
Target production week on the 70th anniversary edition.
So this is Lewis. What was his full username here?
That's
Lewis
nice.
LG Z06. This is his car. He's taking delivery of it in the morning. So that is really cool. I really like that you can
That's
do
hard.
that. I really wish I could have done a Corvette Museum delivery. I think that would have been really cool.
Man,
so,
I saw an Amplify orange on the way home today. Man, I love that color. I mean,
It is
especially
really
coming
nice.
up the road, you know what I mean? Like, I know
Yeah.
we talk about this, but the first thing that came to my mind was McLaren, Lamborghini. You
Yep.
know what I mean? And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
Corvette. You know,
That's all it takes is just to have a little bit of a cool color, and all of a sudden, bam, you're in supercar territory.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, yeah, once again, guys, this is Lewis's cars, camera 3 over at the National Corvette Museum. He's going to be picking that up tomorrow. You know, while we're here, let's take a look at the other ones. We have delivery 1. Ugh, of course.
Yeah.
Nice
And it's got Jake
Z06
skull.
in red and everything. That looks good.
And the Jake skull.
Yeah, that looks real good. That car looks great in red. Delivery 2.
That's not bad.
Is that a ceramic matrix gray? Looks like it. That's a Z06 too. That's a sweet spec as well.
Wow.
Man, so some people are going to be very happy here really soon.
Hey, I saw, like I told you guys the other day when I texted you, I saw my first Z06 in the wild the other day. I mean, I've seen him in person. We've seen him at our car show. But just to be out driving and then to see a Z06 in just out in the road, it was pretty awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think if I've No, I don't think so. I've driven 4 of them now, and I don't think I've ever seen one just like actively driving on the road.
Yeah, I was in my truck. I wasn't even in my car. I was actually working on a Saturday, and I was coming back from a roof inspection with an insurance company, and I was talking to Mark, Y Envy. We were driving. I was talking to him on the phone. I look at my rearview mirror. I'm like, dude, I'm almost sure that's a Z06 behind me. And sure enough, as it pulled up, I was like, yep, it's a Z. It was red mist, very nice. I loved it.
Wyatt says, does anybody know how late in the process you can choose the museum delivery? I think right around 3100 status is where it's locked off. So if you're at, I think you can change it up to 3000 status. I really wish I could have done it, but it adds time to the delivery. Plus, it actually backtracks me a little bit on my trip to Florida, so it didn't make sense. Keith, I'm going to post it in here again. My email that you want to send the Venmo to is going to be posted in the chat in 1 second. And again, guys, every $100 donated will give you 20 entries this time, double entries, and you get a free HPO t-shirt. We got 60 thumbs ups with 131 watching, guys. We could definitely use a little bit more. If you could please hit that thumbs up button, it would really help the channel. And it makes it so we can keep doing these kind of videos for you, these kind of giveaways. These things are not cheap. So we definitely need the thumbs ups and the YouTube support end of this to make these things continue to happen. So, Raman says, do you guys know how many C8 Z06s will be out there total? Mine is pretty close to the end. And I was at 3229 VIN, so that's, if I had to guess, we're roughly between 35 and 3,800 altogether for 2023.
Wyatt wants to know if you got his Venmo.
Wyatt says, did you get my Venmo? Let me check, Wyatt. All right, yes, I did. So Wyatt donates $100. So he gets 20 entries.
Got it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Zachary donates another 90 to give the 100 because he gave 10 earlier. So
Who's that? Oh, is that Daniel?
yes, he's going to get 20 entries and a shirt as well. So guys, any of you donating the $100, please make sure you list the size that you want, size of the t-shirt. You can also just email me your shipping address. My email is just the same thing, horsepowerobsessed@gmail.com. So we are up to $500. So we got 500 more to go, and we can give these things away tonight. And like I said, guys, you all get free t-shirts for every $100 donated, and you get 20 entries into winning this thing. Or these things, I guess. And it is almost impossible to get these things right now, so keep that in mind. But let's talk a little news here, guys. We just looked at some C8s getting delivered from the museum. But one thing we kind of already touched on was that the June, it was actually last Thursday, was actually the last day for the 2023 allocations. If your dealership got any, you would have probably known by now. So if you haven't heard and you're waiting on a 23, you're probably not going to get a 23. What was really interesting, though, is over at the CorvetteBlogger.com, this article actually talks about the fact that a good bit of Z07s were available this particular allocation round, which is pretty cool. Kind of sucks for me, but it's pretty cool. It said that the Z06 orders, the good news is that it appears the Z07 numbers are rising as well. We are hearing of constraints with the Z06's carbon flash metallic aero, but the good news is that the required ground effects for the Z07 are available in visible carbon fiber, which is what most buyers prefer. It looks like the Z06s with the Z07 package are up to about 25 to 30% of the entire Z06 production. And at one point, that was, I believe, the last time that I checked on that, at one point, I believe that was at 11%. So it's at almost 30% now, meaning Chevy has definitely ramped up the Z07 production, which is awesome. But I wish they would have done it 1 month earlier because I would have really liked to have a Z07. But yeah, I'll take a Z06. It's okay. I'm going to make it look like a Z07 anyway. 66 thumbs up with 133 watching, guys. Please hit that thumbs up button. It really, really helps the channel out. And it's free.
Did I just take over Shane?
Yeah. So, guys, Shane is working, I think he told me, 20-hour workday today. So, the fact that he is working that long, also tuning in to the Corvette Weekly show, this man's a machine. You guys give Shane a thumbs up. If you don't want to give me a thumbs up, click thumbs up for Shane. I mean, the guy's a machine. Let's see. What else we got in here? Mark's, I should talk about this, huh? I always forget to talk about the car of the week.
Oh,
So the car of the week, this one, I've been putting this off for the last 2 weeks because I've had so many entries into the car of the week thing that I kept forgetting to put his up here. I was supposed to actually meet him, but my flight to Florida got canceled, so I wasn't able to meet him. But this is Steven's car. So right here, Steven Gary, he's actually on Instagram, posts a bunch of pictures of his car, and that car is stealth wrapped. Other than the fact that it's got yellow calipers instead of red, that would be exactly what mine would look like, ideally. So I know we did a poll last time on here, and you guys, like, what was it, 54-46 or something, chose that I should keep my car gloss and not stealth wrap it. So we're not going to stealth wrap it. But if I did, that's what it would look like. So very, very nice car, though. I like it a lot.
You can't go wrong either way, stealth or gloss.
I agree. And it's every now and then I'll look at my ZR1 and I'm driving the ZR1 and I really appreciate gloss, but at the same time, stealth is also really cool. So I agree. You really can't go wrong.
Just make the C8 ZR1 stealth, then you'd be good.
I have a feeling the ZR1 is going to be priced out of my range because the Z06 is already this Z06 is already very close to that point.
Well, where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah. All right, Steve.
Why is somebody dying?
I will say here right now, out of every YouTuber that we know, that's low, that I'm talking, not the street speeds, but everybody else, you'll have a ZR1 over them first, easily. Anybody with 100,000
glad you have that much confidence.
Anybody with 100,000 and lower subscribers, you will have a ZR1 before them.
Okay, let's make that happen.
I know you.
Sean Williams says, "Hey Justin, got my Z06 tinted at your Miami shop recently. They did a great job and had great customer service. Had a good conversation with Luke, FYI." That's awesome, Sean. Thanks for letting us know. We really focus on customer service at that particular shop, and really all of them, to be honest with you. That's something that if you go to other shops, you're going to notice a lack of immediately. So we try to set ourselves apart with customer service and quality work. Those two things alone will make you succeed. Derek says, "Hey Justin, any plans to also get the Zora when it's available?" I'm going to tell all of you guys the same thing I tell everybody that asks me this. It really, really, really depends on price. I mean, the ZR1 is likely to be obviously more expensive than the Z06. The Zora is going to be even more expensive than the ZR1. I can't tell you, because I mean, if that thing comes out with a base MSRP of 200K, no, I'm out. That's too much for me. If it comes out and somehow it's priced around the same as the Z06, then yeah, I'm in. But I mean, obviously that is very unlikely to happen.
Dr. Corvette's in the house.
There he is, Dr. Corvette. So
give him the news.
The giveaway for today, Dr. Corvette, is scrape armor radiator grill guards for the Z06. So if you are interested in winning these, a $100 donation will get you 20 entries and a free t-shirt. So yeah, I know you have 26 Z06s, so you might want to get one of them protected at least.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Blue Vet says, Blackout Tinting Miami is great shop, quality work, and outstanding customer service. Thank you, Blue Vet.
That was a tongue twister there.
He's one of our first customers, too, I think.
Really? Oh.
Blue Vet was, I believe, our third customer there. I think. I'm pretty sure. I'd have to check it out. He was definitely one of the first ones. He was there very early on. Black Rose, I'm thinking the same thing. No, not loaded. I'm thinking loaded, you're touching 200. Because you can load up a ZR or a Z06 and touch 178, 180. Let's see what else we have here. Any other news? We got, of course, if you guys haven't been living under a rock, you probably already know this by now, but the HP tuners cracked the code and they now offer tuning support for the C8 Corvette. So if you have a C8 and you're interested in getting aftermarket mods done to it, you can get these things tuned now. And actually, I wanted to ask if he's still in here, Vet Father, if you're still in here, does this change your build at LMR at all? I was curious as to whether or not this was going to affect you. It should be positively if it does.
They'll be down there tuning it Wednesday.
What's that?
He said HP Tuners is going to be at LMR on Wednesday, and I guess they're going to tune the car while they're there.
Oh wow!
I'd like to go, but I already have to take. I'm already taking tomorrow off to film a video. I can't take 2 days in a row.
Yeah, I was just curious if it made like his build easier, because I know one of the biggest things he's been waiting on is the tune, like the tuning to be perfect, and I'm thinking the HP tuners should make that easier.
But tuning it, tuning your car is going to void the warranty, right?
Well, when it's 1,500 horsepower, it's already voided.
No, I mean, to the average Joe, to the average like myself.
Yes, it will, and that's kind of where I typically bow out, unless the car is already out of warranty. Yeah. Like my C6 it's out of warranty. Right. I would consider tuning that car, but my ZR1's still in warranty for another year. The Z06 that I'm about to get will be in warranty for 5 years. It's hard to say yes to that, especially when you're spending 150 grand on a car.
Yeah.
We got 83 thumbs up, 138 watching. It's actually 146 watching now, guys. So if we could please hit that thumbs up, it really helps the channel. Kerry Glock says, Justin, have you seen all the TRXs doing a street takeover and having complete meltdown fail, crashing in the cars? I shouldn't laugh at that, but the street takeovers are possibly the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my gosh.
They are always stupid.
Hit by cars, they're awesome, but
yeah, I mean, if you like cars, it's one thing, but to do this stupid stuff that they're, you know what, this should be a freaking hot topic.
Yes, it should, because those are the Tide Pod eaters of the Corvette community, man. Those are the biggest bunch of morons.
Yeah, they're all morons. I don't know why anybody would do that. If you like cars, go to a car show, go to a car cruise. Don't freaking, this street takeover stuff is just dumb.
And have you ever noticed and this isn't really to knock Mopar, but have you ever noticed that like 80% of the cars are Mopar?
They almost always are. There was a guy in Pittsburgh driving a Charger, that was doing part of a street takeover and managed to hit a car that had a mother and like 3 kids in it or something and killed all of them. And he lived.
Here, they had one here in Fort Worth, and 3 Tide Pod eaters were in a convertible, and they were at a streetcar takeover and left and flipped the car, and all 3 of them died. Luckily, it was just those 3 Tide Pod eaters that were going to die anyway. You know what I mean? But luckily, they didn't hurt anybody else. But I have my respect level for them is 0.
Yeah.
Daniel
says front seat driver. What's that?
Some state just outlawed it, right?
Do what?
Oh, it's been
Some
illegal.
state,
Oh, yeah.
well, I mean, some state. I think I saw something that they take your car now.
Yeah.
Oh, they
I
should-
have been hearing that.
They should criminally punish all of them, even if they
I
didn't kill
agree.
anybody.
So here's the thing, though. Somebody made a great point. You know how our government likes to just take a little piece because that's how they get their foot in the door. So they say, oh, no. We're only going to affect these retarded streetcar takeovers. But then it starts being regular car events, Corvette takeovers.
Right.
We don't like that. We got our foot in the door. We've already written it to where we can go ahead and do whatever we want. So it's a very fine line. While I hate those people, allowing the government to get any control is going to screw everybody in the long run. So
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I feel like there needs to be a different alternative.
This kind of thing does not need to be decided on a governmental basis.
Level.
It is a city at the highest city. Like,
Yeah.
do we allow street takeovers where they are killing people? No.
Yeah.
It's not that hard. Let's see. Daniel wants to know where you got the T-shirt.
Yeah, I told him it was a limited
Okay.
production. Unfortunately, we don't have any at the moment. We did, remember, what did we do? We did blue, rapid, like
Yeah.
the rapid blue. We did red.
White.
We did gray,
White, gray.
white.
We'll offer
Yeah.
shirts like that in a bunch of different colors again at some point, I'm sure, but typically it's just black. Luke Walsh says, nice giveaway. HPO needs security guards to guard the grill guards. Oh, man, I like it. You'd think if someone knew that these things were in my house, they'd probably be kicking in my door. That's how popular they are, and that's how bad people want them.
So why just ask, do you have to be in the chat to claim the guards if you win? No.
No, you don't have to be, but it would be nice just because I'm not necessarily going to have all of your information to reach out to you. So, no, but try to be. There was a comment here. Oh, 93 thumbs ups, 144 watching. Guys, we definitely need to get those thumbs ups up. Let's see.
I keep seeing these initials. What do those stand for? I'm confused.
Nobody will ever know.
Exactly.
Let's see. Street Clowns, yeah.
80
So-
million votes.
Let me check the Venmo here, guys. All right, we are $100 away. So we got,
What?
yeah, we got $900 so far. If we get $100 more, we're going to give these things away tonight.
Where did the other 400 come from?
Sherry Sharp,
Hang on,
What?
you gotta let me know.
that's Bill. That's $100.
Oh, Bill Sharp.
Yeah.
That's 100. Okay.
BPR Z06 is 100.
Okay. I'm writing these down.
Keith French, $100.
Jeez, make me busy.
And Jerry Vieira, $100.
I'm
So
putting Jerry V. Wow. Okay, I gotta start adding all this in here.
Man,
Thanks a lot. Make my job easier.
No.
Matt Hurley. Oh, what a beast this guy is. Yep,
Tell me.
he
What?
filled it in, so he's the last $100. We did also get 400. 400 for Larry Anthony.
Wow.
Jeez. He
Judy
said-
says, I just jumped on here. Guess I missed some stuff. Yikes. We'll play back later. Anyway, hi, everyone. Hi, Ember. Hello, Judy. How are you?
Judy.
Uh,
I
yeah,
saw
so-
a red Mist Z06 on Saturday, and it was beautiful.
Too bad it wasn't Long Beach red.
Yeah, I know, but they're so similar.
All right, so guys, we are going to be giving these away tonight, but of course, at $1,000, that only actually makes us $200. Not that I'm complaining, because 200 is 200. But if you guys want these things, it would be really cool. All 10 of you are going to get a free T-shirt that have donated $100. So if you want to continue to donate, every $100, regardless of how many hundreds you donate, are going to give you 2 times entries. Normally it would be 10 entries. You'll get 20 entries for every $100 donated.
On Venmo.
On Venmo. Now, for those of you out there who can't afford $100 or don't want to, don't think that you can't. You can still enter this for $10. It's just the $100 gives you double entries and a free T-shirt. If you want to enter just $10, throw it in there to take your chances. That is always welcome, and you can do that through Super Chat or Venmo.
Yeah, I know. We saw that. Okay, I'm sorry, Judy. I thought they were.
All right, we got Glass City
Long Beach
donates
Red.
$100. That's Glass City Nerd. Thank you, Jamie. He said I was going to use this for a hamburger in Bedford. Oh, yeah. So, guys, the drive-in dine we went on yesterday, I got a hamburger and Amber got some like chicken pasta. Our bill was almost $200.
170.
Really?
Yeah. Like
Wow.
This place was insanely expensive. I didn't expect that either because it didn't seem like it was that ritzy. But man, when I got that bill, I was like, "What? What did I eat?" Ronald Jackson, this is for the C8 Z06, so there's 3. It will be the 2 front grills and the center grill. It's a brand new kit, so you get everything that comes with it. Daddy Crump, we're giving away a Z06 C8 scrape armor radiator grill guard kit that's really hard to get right now.
I think you should show him.
You can, if you throw $100 at it, it gets you 20 entries to win. I hate picking this thing up. It's so heavy. This is it. Brand new box.
Is Daddy Crump? Is that Daddy Crump? DC Crump?
D-Crump. Yeah.
D Crump.
Really wants to try
Yeah.
a $100 burger.
Matt Hurley.
He wants to try a $100 burger.
I'll go get a $100 burger. I'll mail it to you. It wasn't bad. It was a decent burger, but I mean, honestly, you can get a better one from like Five Guys. I mean, it's lucky for them I'm not reviewing this place because I wasn't super thrilled with it. Yeah, LT4 Powered says I'm glad I didn't go to that one. Yeah, you're welcome to come. I mean, honestly, I never know unless you want to call first and figure it out. The places that we go to are always predetermined, and the drive there is what really is the fun part. But
Would we have 9 cars yesterday?
yeah, like nine cars. There were Ferraris, Lamborghinis. There was 3 Corvettes altogether. All right, let's see. Oh, this is another one for you Z06 guys out there. This little bit of news here is something you guys definitely are going to want to check. This is on the MidgetandCorvetteForum.com. It says, check the closeouts under your car. So what happened to this particular user, you can see the pictures here of the 2 parts of plastic that are kind of bowing down. Those were actually collecting rocks. So we're looking from the front of the car back. And those were collecting rocks because they were actually installed backwards. The parts that's bowed in the middle or on the outsides like that, that's actually supposed to go underneath the panel that's in front of it. So GM actually installed them backwards. So if you have a Z06, you should definitely check this out because if you don't, that's going to, number 1, collect a whole bunch of rocks. Number 2, it's actually affecting aerodynamic performance. And number 3, if you ran it like that long enough and fast enough, it could potentially rip that entire under tray off because it's catching air when it shouldn't.
Yeah.
So definitely check that out if you have a Z06. And I know a couple of you out there obviously do. So Yeah, Darren, you're definitely talking the truth here. He says, Justin, don't send Matt the $100 burger by UPS. It'll be delayed, and when it does arrive there will be a bite out of it. I've had so many problems, not with UPS, with USPS. I send out a lot of the stuff off my website through the post office, and a lot of times people will get it. Like, one of the things I send is the C8 Expel screen cover, and I send it in a hard, flat cardboard envelope. Like, it's one of the envelopes that it actually takes a decent amount of force to bend. And somebody contacted me and said, hey, I don't know, I know you put do not bend stickers on this and stuff, but the UPS person folded it in half and then folded it again to put it in his mailbox. And I was like, what? I don't even know how they did that. The cardboard on that thing is so thick, I can't even bend this stupid thing. And they're bending it 4 times to put it in his mailbox. So yeah, the post office, UPS, they're all.
Hey, FedEx is no better. I got 2 checks in the mail from one of my business partners in Houston on one of our rental properties, and the freaking envelope completely wide open, like it wasn't stuck at all.
Like someone ripped it open to check out what was inside.
Yeah, and thank God they didn't tell you it was checks, but I guess couldn't do anything when they were insurance related, so whatever.
Got 111 thumbs ups, 153 watching, guys. That's pretty cool. It's getting closer to matching, but let's see. So General Lee said he checked his Z06 and it's flush. I'm guessing the latest builds are affected. And that's, somebody said in here, yeah, kind of the same thing I was thinking. C8 Mario says some guys that does the torques the bolts at GM installed those parts. And it's the same ones, because that's what I was talking about in my earlier video. Like, all the problems with the C8 Z06 right now seem to be directly related to improper torquing of bolts. So between improper torquing of bolts and improper layout of plastic panels under the car, this thing, I mean, it can be fixed pretty easily, but like, where's the quality control at here? Like, that shouldn't be happening. AARPM. Oh, come on. Says, speaking of shipping, he never got his 23 brochure. Did those go out? Those did go out. A while ago. Yeah, I'm going to have to check now, because I sent out 5 of them, and everybody that I sent them to said that they got them. So I just assumed you would have gotten yours too. Can you send me an email, AARPM? Shoot me an email with your address. I'm going to have to double check that. And this is probably another case of USPS being fantastic. We'll square up regardless, but just send me an email so I can figure it out. All right, so let's see what's going on with the Venmo. Douglas Weaver. So Kerry Glock puts in $20, so he gets 2 entries to win the Radiator Grill Guards. He says, congratulations on the Z06 being built. Very excited for you. Finally, your wait is over. Thank you, Kerry, or Douglas. Hopefully you get to see it. I would like to meet you at Carlisle. I know it might happen. Again, guys, talking about Corvettes at Carlisle, we're still kind of in the planning phase. So all I know for sure is that we're going to be in the right down the center where the midway is what they call it, where all the vendors are at. Me, Jason, and Steve are going to be there, plus all of you guys. Any of you who want to come out, and I'm not even joking, I'm not saying this just to be nice. I want you to come out and hang out at the booth. I bought a whole bunch of extra chairs, so hopefully I'll have enough chairs for all of you. But literally, at the end of the day, especially on Friday or Saturday, I would love to see 300 people just standing there at the booth. Would be absolutely fantastic. So let's
Steve
make that
will
happen.
be driving his car from the DFW area up there.
But that prank's still coming. Corvette's called.
What did you say, Jason?
Tell Amber I'm expecting to be fed grapes while I'm waiting.
Yeah, I said Steve's going to actually drive his car from the DFW area all the way up to Carlisle, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, that's what we assumed.
Only if it's raining.
Right.
Yeah.
Blown 6 Gen, you definitely should, man. I think it would be really awesome to just have all of you guys hang out at the booth. 2020 Matrix 8, definitely, man. I like I said, I'm not joking. A lot of people will say, you know, the niceties. Oh yeah, come hang out. When they don't mean it. I'm not telling you that just to be a nice guy. I really want you at the booth. So If you come by the booth and say hi, do not feel like you have to leave. You can literally hang out. Just sit there, hang out, talk. Literally, it will be this, only it will all be in person. That's what I would love to see happen. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, so Shane kind of hit this on the head. He said a ramp up of production is probably a factor for the quality control. Probably. And honestly, if the quality control, if all they're really missing is the torque on some relatively easy bolts and some plastic panels that are easily fixed, I guess that's okay. I mean, I'm not going to say I'm ecstatic about it, but at the same time, it could be worse. General, he is definitely not really driving. That was Jason's way of joking. He's definitely not driving. There's no way.
You'd be lucky to get me out of my driveway.
He might get an additional rock chip. We can't have that.
Yeah.
Bruno says, Justin, maybe this year you'll get there early. You were late arrival every day last year. That was my wife's fault.
Shane and I were on time.
Yeah. Well, and see, the difference, though, is Shane and you didn't have wives there with you, who apparently, she doesn't want to get up at 7 a.m. She doesn't want to do those things.
I don't blame her. I really didn't either.
No, I mean, nobody does. And that's the thing is, like, I didn't really fight it either. But at the same time, I can easily say it was her fault because it was her decision.
Right.
It
was just me and your Z06 in the hotel room. So, I mean, But the funny thing was, I did get a call, and I don't want to say who it was, but I got a call at a vendor that a lot of people know about 10:30 one night, drunk. He was like, "Come on out, party." I'm like, dude, that's not going to happen.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I was like, wow.
BPR06 says, what would be the best day to come out if I can only make it one day? I would say Saturday. Friday and Saturday are typically the 2 days that it really gets wild. Thursday is more of a setup day. We'll be there Wednesday to set up, but I like to soak in all 3 days if I can. So, like I said, guys, my Z06 should be there. I'll have my ZR1 and possibly my other Z06, the C6 Z06. If I can find a way to get all 3 cars there, I will. But, what?
I'll drive one. We'll find a way.
That's true. If you guys fly up together, I'll pick you up in Pittsburgh, and yeah, both of you can drive a car.
I don't care which one.
Claim dibs on the Z06, guys. So that's the C8 Z06.
Right.
Yeah, the only one she really can drive because the other 2 are manuals.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, then I'm doing the ZR1 this time. I drove the Z06 last time. We can just switch. I'll drive one way, he drives the other.
Yeah.
Unless it's raining, because he doesn't know how to drive in the rain.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that.
That's true. He probably does. Yeah, he's like, I've never done this before. What is this water coming from the sky?
Exactly. He's like,
all right, let's see. We got a little bit more news I wanted to talk about. So other than the checking out the, it's the hot topic. So let's talk about the hot topic real quick. This is going to be something most of you guys are probably going to agree with. But before we talk about that, guys, get your last minute entries in on this because this is getting given away tonight. We hit the numbers. Z06 radiator grill guards. You cannot find these things, guys. If you want in on this, a $100 donation will get you 20 entries to win. $100 plus you get a free t-shirt. And who doesn't want a free t-shirt, right? Even if you don't want it, you can give it to a homeless guy. He'll appreciate it.
You go in the corner, all these HBO shirts.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I got 3 of them sitting right here.
check
your Blown 6 Gen just sent something.
All right, so Blown 6 Gen. He sends $50. So 5 entries for Jeremy.
No, 10.
No, that's only on 100.
Oh.
He says, congrats on being a vet dad again. Can't wait to see the Z content. Here's a little something to help. Appreciate you guys, Jeremy. Thanks, buddy. That's really cool. Thank you for the support. Thank all of you guys for the support. You guys are awesome as always. What was I going to say? I am going to be a vet. Man, I'm going to be a vet father. Where is vet father?
He's probably back selling them stupid Priuses or whatever they sell. What is it? Bolt. Chevy Bolt.
All right, so yeah, that's a good segue, Jason, into
It is.
the hot topic.
Yeah.
So let's see. The hot topic today, guys, is going to be the one that I'm sure all of you guys are going to love. It is the great EV debate. So some of you guys out there, raise your hands for me real quick. Who out there who's excited for the... You both dropped your hands like immediately. Oh my God.
I'm going to get you banned.
Who is excited for the electric vehicle future coming? Who's excited for it? Raise your hand.
Power off.
Nope. I hate them.
Who's excited for the government to control your car? 100%.
All right. So before we continue with this, let's leave political government stuff out of it.
Well, I can't
do that though.
I'll be back.
For real. I mean, they're the ones forcing this. How do you leave them out of it? They're the reason that we're moving in that direction.
Well, we can still talk about it without talking about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Moon unit. I love it.
All right. So it looks like we're all pretty much on the same page here, though. I was hoping to see at least one person say, "Oh, I am." That way we could like gang up on that person, but no.
You do realize
that's on somebody else's. That's on another person's YouTube channel.
Yeah. So what we're going to talk about tonight, guys, the hot topic is, of course, EVs, electric vehicles. And it is, to an extent, in Jason's defense, it is, for me, it's less of electric vehicles existing don't make me mad. It's the fact that we're being pushed towards that direction that makes me mad. So, yeah. Jason's correct on that part of it, but what we really want to talk about is the actual facts of why an EV future, as of right now, sucks. And we're gonna kind of start off with the relatively steep price tags. So this is all factual stuff. This is not based on my opinion or anything like that. We're going to talk about a lot of factual things. The first one is going to be price. The electric vehicles in general are relatively expensive. Yep. So even the upcoming E-Ray, it's not a full electric vehicle, but it is somewhat electric. So it's obviously a hybrid. It still kind of applies because what you're getting with the E-Ray is mostly the same is what you're getting with a Stingray with some electric power. So the additional cost seems a little high for what you're getting. And honestly, when the car was first talked about, before it was first officially announced, I assumed that car was going to start at somewhere between 79 and 89,000. Yeah. And then it comes out over 100. It just doesn't make sense that car is as expensive as it is. It does make sense
that it's so close to the cost of the Z06.
Yeah, and that's what I was just going to say. Is it does make sense that the Z06 costs that much because of all of the different things. You got a totally different engine, a totally different suspension, a wide body. Everything about the car is different. But then you have the same stuff with the E-Ray, and it doesn't make sense that it's that much more expensive. And that's where the electric car thing, it's like when you get an electric car, it just has to cost more. Meanwhile, it doesn't cost more to manufacture. In fact, a lot of these electric cars are like 99% plastic. So there's it's cheap.
Well, and I do want to make a distinction because TBA mentioned that the E-Ray is like the 918. I get that. My issue is not actually hybrids personally.
Right. Mine isn't either. I was just trying to make
I do want the E-Ray, maybe,
Yeah. I don't have any issues with the E-Ray. I was just trying to make a connection between the higher price.
Our actual point is the full electric car, not the hybrid.
Yeah, well, I actually like hybrids.
Yeah, I have an issue.
That's what I don't get. The platform works. The hybrid platform works. Why does the government do that?
Yeah, we don't need anything else.
Why?
Because if we don't, we'll all be dead in 5 years.
Right.
11 months ago that we'll be dead in 5 years. So we're close.
Yeah. So one other thing, and this is something I talked about in a live video a couple months ago that I did a live video with Josh from Blackout Tinting and Jeebs on YouTube. If you guys don't know who he is, he's a big supporter of Tesla. And we did a live video together talking about factually pros and cons of electric vehicles. And one of the biggest things that came up was the fact that at that time, 0.6% of the population of the world, not just the US, the world, 0.6 drove electric cars. So not even 1%, 0.6. And 0.6% of the population driving electric cars was enough to crash, or to almost crash, Texas and California's charging grid during the summer.
Yep.
If that's the case, imagine what happens if that ever even hits 10%.
You know, I hear a lot of people say that we develop as a necessity, not in advance, and I get that. But at the end of the day, I don't think that they're going to advance fast enough for us, because
it's
I don't
not
think
even
they care
that.
to.
If we develop as a necessity, then that means we're going to be developing in the dark, because by the time it's a necessity, the cars are already, number one, the cars won't be able to get charged. Number two, you're not even going to be able to turn on your freaking lights.
But
So-
again, I hate to get political, but that's the whole purpose of this, I think. You know what I mean? I really do. I feel like this is all nefarious. I don't feel like this is all set to benefit us.
Oh, yeah.
To benefit the world.
100%.
You know?
100%.
And I will
Because
say, listen,
if we
I did a video with the Lightning, and dude, I got on. It was a lot cooler than what I thought it was going to be. But at the end of the day, I feel like it's kind of like that toy when you're a kid that you play with a handful of times, and you're like, okay, cool,
then you're done. Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You think it's cool because it's different. You haven't experienced it.
And then you're like, okay, now let's go back to what I really like, because it has all of it encompassed in your all of your senses involved, not just the acceleration.
Right. All right. So real quick, I want to take a time out. Darnell Crump, DC Crump.
Yeah.
He donated $20, so he gets 2 entries in. He says, the Z06 I don't have yet, but it is coming if they let me buy 2 at the same time.
Is he related to Dr. Corvette? No.
Anyway, let's get back on topic. Thank you, DC. You guys are awesome tonight. We are getting close to the time, but I want to continue with the hot topic. But just so you guys know, we are still doing the giveaway. So every $100 gets you 20 entries and a free t-shirt. I just need you need to email me with your shipping address and your size, so I know what to send you. Especially if you win the radiator grill guards, which whoever wins these things, if you only put $100 in for this and you win, you guys literally just won an $800 set of radiator grill guards that you can't even get. So
yeah,
where else but freaking Corvette Weekly, right?
Dude, tell you.
Yeah, and see, that's AARPM says I'm not down for the EV movement, but the Hummer EV is pretty awesome. And that's the thing. I think all of them are pretty cool in their own right. Like, I would gladly own a Tesla. Eventually, I will. But I don't want to be forced to own that and only that. And that is going to happen. I know a lot of people out there want to say, no, that's never going to happen. A lot of these states want to be fully EV by 2030. That's not that far away. And you don't think for a second that if they want to get to full EV by 2030, the way that they get that to that point is by making sure you can't drive a gasoline-powered car. So, yes, it is going to happen. And that's the part that upsets me. And this is, again...
They'll find ways to force us into it. They'll start having taxing gas stations where we're all paying $15 a gallon.
Yeah,
exactly. They'll start making it hard for these gas stations to even stay in business. They'll put regulations on them. They're going to force it. And again, I know you don't want me getting political, but where does all this come from? Whose agenda was 2030? And that, it's not a good.
I know. And it wasn't so much that I didn't want you to get political. I just don't want it to go off onto the tangent that started here a little bit ago. You know what I'm talking about. So, yeah, Matt Hurley, I'll tell you what, man. Florida was not always that way. And whenever it finally did swing that way, it was like, I can't believe it. But yeah, I mean, as far as like the hybrid stuff, I want to clarify once again, just like Jason said, I don't have an issue with hybrid. I think hybrid is the best option. Option B, we'll say, because option A is fully internal combustion. Option B is hybrid, because there are some serious performance benefits to going with hybrid. A lot of companies have done that and have explored the benefits. But these ones that want to go fully electric, there are some benefits there too, I suppose, but it's not what you think, because yeah, you don't have to pay for gas. Yeah, you don't have to do oil changes and stuff, but the material required to make the batteries is just horrendous for the earth. It's horrendous for the people mining it. It's impossible to dispose of once the batteries go bad. It's just like, is it really worth it? I mean, we've been using internal combustion for so much time now. It's so perfected that you can get 670 horsepower out of a naturally aspirated V8. Like, how much better does it get? Kerry Glock says the grill guards have to be the ones approved by GM or warranty will be voided for the engine. Is that correct? That is not correct. Not totally. So what ends up happening here is scrape armor is the only one warranted by GM. So if something were to happen that these radiator grill guards caused, it would still be under warranty. If you put just regular eBay radiator grill guards on your C8 Corvette and it punctures the radiator, which is a common thing, that radiator repair will not be covered under warranty. So no one mod will void all of your engine warranty. That's not how it works, unless of course you tune it. But if you do like a scrape armor or lowering springs or something, that's not going to just across the board void your warranty. LT4 Powered says the EV crowd are horrendous people.
So many of them.
Yeah, General Lee says, Kerry Glock, the scrape armor grill guards are approved by GM. They are, like I said, they will not void any warranty whatsoever. But even the eBay ones would only void whatever problem they caused. So if the car overheated, yeah, whatever happens because of that overheating is going to be easily linked to the grill guards that you have that are not OEM or GM approved. Wyatt says EVs are great for people that live in cities and only commute to and from work and the store. For us in a rural communities, it just doesn't make sense. And that's still partially true, because even for the people that live in the city, it's not like you have to have an EV when you live in the city. I mean, your gas mileage is not going to be that much different. And the same problems are still going to affect you. What happens when you have to dispose of that battery? The person or persons who mined the lithium for that battery. I mean, all of these things still apply.
Yeah.
It's not a great thing.
Watching some political theater the other day, and they were asking some guy from whatever that's pushing this in our government, and they asked him if, by 2030, if we did all these people are doing this with their cars, how much are we going to reduce the Earth's temp by? Yeah. It was like 0.00001 or something. Like, it literally wasn't going to make any difference.
See, the one I saw, that guy could not answer that question.
Yeah, and there was another.
Yeah, that's the part that really gets me. Is it's like, of course you can't answer the question because you have no idea. Nobody has any idea.
No.
My bigger issue is resale value. You take a car, battery lasts 7 or 10 years, whatever they are. Who's going to pay for this car knowing that battery life's going to be up in the next year or two, and it's going to be a $12,000 battery change out? If they can even do that, it's going to be your resale value is going to suck.
Yep. Yeah. And it has already been proven to. If you buy the car and try to sell it a year later, you're knocking like 20 grand off the price right there, because you've taken probably between 5 and 8%, maybe 10% of that battery in that year that you've owned it, and that 10% is no good anymore. So the battery will charge now to 90% instead of 100. And again, now you're talking about the insane cost of disposal and the fact that it can't actually fully be disposed of without really hurting the planet. And I mean, these people that are pushing this are talking about saving the planet, when in reality, this is hurting it far worse than gas-powered cars are.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we can talk about another part of this where the electric cars have really poor performance when you introduce them to cold environments. So me here in Pennsylvania during the wintertime, driving an electric car, the battery is affected negatively by the temperature. There's usually a week or two in a row that we'll get here in PA where the temperatures are well below negative or well below zero. We're talking negative 10, negative 20 degrees with wind chill, where that car will hold probably 50% of its normal charge because of how cold it is. Now, on the flip side, high heat does the same kind of thing. So the guys right down below me here in Texas, they'll have the same kind of problems. They'll have extreme heat causing a negative effect on how much of a charge that battery can hold. And then, I don't know if you guys saw this, but not too long ago when the Ford EV, the F-150 EV thing came out, it was getting decent range, like 300 miles or something per charge. And the second that someone hooked something up to it to tow, the 300 miles dropped down to like 53. And it's like, it's a truck. It's meant to tow. And you're telling me I got 53 miles? I can't even make it to my destination in that amount of time. So it's like the thing that it's meant to do, it can't even do because electric is just not the same. It doesn't handle, you know, towing capacities and stuff the same as gas does. Yeah, Sean Williams. This was something else that I'd thought about a lot. He lives in Florida. Question is, when we have a hurricane warning and we have to evacuate and major highways are packed and no one's going anywhere for hours, then what? Exactly. And you'll see these people driving around in a Tesla with a gas-powered generator in the back. You want to talk about humor. That doesn't even make sense to me. I mean, you'd have to literally have like a brain fart to put a gas-powered generator in the back of your electric car. It's insane. Yeah, Wyatt says he's ready to have his heart broken by the giveaway. All right, guys, so hot topics done for today. There's a lot to talk about, of course, with the EV stuff. A lot of things to dissect, but we are about ready for this giveaway. So, guys, one more time, any of you out there who want to get in real quick, $100 donated will get you 20 entries to win Z06 scrape armor radiator grill guards, brand new in the box, and you'll get a free t-shirt. Any of you guys who have already donated $100, send me an email with what size you want and your shipping address. My email is horsepowerobsessed@gmail.com. The Venmo email is, of course, the same. So if you guys want to get in on this really quick, we're going to do this thing in like 2 minutes. So last minute entries, every $10 is an entry. So if you don't want to do the hundreds, throw $10 at it. Take your chances. Stranger things have happened.
And we need to get the likes up. We're doing good, but
yeah, we definitely need to get the likes up, guys. Please hit that like button. And while you're at it, why not hit that subscribe button too? Because we do this thing every week and we have awesome giveaways every week. Anybody who is a regular over here in the chat will tell you our giveaways are always the best. We give away some awesome stuff.
Paul. That's true.
Bruno, I have gas, so my girl tells me, when in doubt, let it out.
Good God. Mr. T, I didn't really go into great detail about the HP tuner. I just want to let people know it is available. The only thing that you guys would want to know for the HP tuners thing while we're waiting for last minute donations is the fact that your ECU has to actually be sent into HP tuners to be unlocked. So this is not something that you can do on the fly without removing it or anything. If you take it to a tune shop, yeah. If you take it to a tune shop, they got to take out your ECU, send it to HP tuners, have it unlocked, then they send it back, and then your tuner will do his work. Other than that, there's not really much to talk about outside of that. I don't think they've unlocked anything for the transmission yet, if I recall correctly, but they're working on it. I could be wrong about that, though. Thanks, Joe. We appreciate it. Better late than never. All right, so, guys, we are going to cut off the giveaway here. Let's see if we got any additional Venmos. No, we did not. So no additional Venmos. So Steve, I think we are ready for your expertise.
I am ready. It's up, and let me know when we're doing. Here's all the names. You see my light ring?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead and hit it.
And here we go.
Keith
Keith.
F.
Oh my gosh. He only donated 100 and he won.
Donated $100. So Keith French. I didn't even
Won.
get his. Is that his username over here too?
I don't know, but that right there tells you it doesn't
Yeah.
matter how much you do.
Yeah, I was gonna say Matt Hurley donated what, $300.
300.
Yeah, I see his name too spinning over and over.
All right, so Keith F, if you're still in here, you are the winner. So,
I guarantee he's going to take it.
well, assuming he has a Z06. Did he say he did? Let me see if he said he did. No, he didn't. He wants an XL t-shirt. Oh, Joe M's calling you out, Steve.
Bye.
You're gonna have to look at the comment. All
Who's
right,
Joe
so Keith, I'm hoping you watch this after the fact because you won. Let me. I can probably message you through Venmo actually. I'll message him through Venmo, guys, and we will see if he wants them. But if by some crazy chance he doesn't, we'll continue this giveaway next week, which would be very interesting.
Yep.
But yeah, I think that's
So-
going to be it, guys. So
Real quick, VA says the HP tuner needs to remove the safety feature Chevy has. So we can dump clutch dump to initiate a drift. Like Porsche, you can pull both paddles and give gas and drop the paddles and the wheels will slip.
Wow.
yeah, ideally that would be, and I mean, there is going to be a lot of craziness that comes from this HP tuner thing because the car, the C8 in general, it really does control how you drive it. And if you can delete all that stuff, you can have a lot of fun with this car. Bruno, Steve, did you get kicked out of the house? All we see is a gray background, or is it a refrigerator box?
No, it's 110 degrees in my garage. So
Yeah. Guys, with the way Steve's garage looks, who here is blown away by the fact that he doesn't have air conditioning in his garage?
I know.
I would have definitely thought you would have had air conditioning in there.
My
I
next
thought it was
house will.
vacuum sealed.
Oh,
My next house
Keith
will.
French is in here. Keith, you won. He says my 70th anniversary is it, I'm assuming it's a Z06, right, Keith? Confirm that it is a Z06 because that's what these girls are for. He says his 70th anniversary target production week is July 17th. Nice.
Wow. What you talk about a winner? That's a big prize.
That is huge. You just won an $800 prize for $100.
For
The price
of
of
a
one
burger.
hamburger, exactly.
Wow.
I told him I'm in for one 1/100th of a burger.
Keith French, can you please confirm for me that you're getting a Z06, just so we're all on the same page? And also send me an email, horsepowerobsessed@gmail.com, so I can get your shipping address. Congratulations, Keith French. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the first time I've seen his name in here, too.
He says he's been a watcher since COVID.
Oh, okay. Watcher since COVID. Awesome, Keith. We appreciate the support for sure. And now you get a nice $800 prize to confirm that we appreciate it. Steve's garage is vacuum sealed. Oh, Lord. You know what's really great about it, though, Steve, is that you actually find the humor in it. Like,
Oh, I
Yeah.
if you actually got bent out of shape over it, it would be way worse.
Well,
Yeah.
we're actually looking at a new home right now, and you think that garage is nice? I have
Oh.
way bigger plans for this next one.
Oh, boy.
Anyway, it
Yeah.
will be air conditioning.
General Lee said the same thing I was thinking, is that he said to get a mini split.
Yeah,
That's what I would do.
but
That's
I love my
what
garage, but no garage
Yeah.
touches General Lee.
That is what he's been
General
talking
Lee's
about.
is the best.
Yeah.
Okay. Keith French said it is a Z06. So we're good then. Keith, just shoot me an email, horsepowerobsessed@gmail.com. We'll get it all figured out. Any of you guys who donated $100, send me an email with your t-shirt size and your shipping address so I can get all of the t-shirts out to all of you guys. And if AARPM is still in the house, I need to hear from you too for that brochure. I don't know what's going on with that, but I want to verify that it, UPS or USPS messed up again. I'm sure
Yeah.
they did. So other than that, guys, I think we're all good. So thank you all for the support, and we will see you guys same time, same place next week.
Peace.
See ya.